What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So I just woke up like 10-15 minutes ago, rolled out of bed. I wasn't expecting a package today. When I went to bed last night, I double checked and tracked my next fish order package, and it said it wasn't going to arrive till Monday, which means I was a little upset because then they're traveling through Sunday and they're just spending an extra day in the mail for no reason. But when I rolled out of bed this morning and I checked my phone, it said out for delivery. And I was like, oh, well, that's convenient. I need to be checking my front door to see if they actually come. And as I put my phone down on the end table, I heard a little pound right outside of my front door. And I was just like, that could be something. So I open up my window and I see the delivery driver driving away. And I was like, okay, we probably got our fish today. So time to run downstairs, check the box, and let's crack it open and get these guys in the tanks as fast as possible, because I do not like to keep fish in their transit bags for longer than they need to. So now that we have the box, let's open it up. Let's see what they look like. Hopefully they all made it alive. And it's a pretty well-packed box. Let's see, there's supposed to be 25 fish in here, and it's not that big of a box, so we'll see what they look like. I think they're all going to be individually bagged. I've never bought from this retailer before, so it'll be a kind of a fun and exciting adventure, hopefully, assuming that we got live fish. But yeah, let's get right into it. Let's crack this one open. I kind of wish I would have held on to that last unboxing video, because I literally just released one this morning, actually. For the last 6 species that we introduced to the fish room. So if you haven't seen that yet, go back into the channel and look at that one. But yeah, this is like unboxing number 2. This is fantastic. We're actually filling up our fish room. With these fish, we should be able to fill just about every single one of our 20-gallon tanks while we're still building the bigger racks, which should be done soon. And then once those bigger tanks are cycled, we'll move some of our fish over to those bigger tanks, 40 breeders, 29s, what have you. But until then, 20 gallons is going to be the thing, because we have all juvenile fish, so that's perfectly fine. But anyways, enough talking. I need to stop talking. Let's get into this unboxing. All right, so like I said, I have never ordered from this company before, so shipping and packaging is key. But I'm very impressed that they have these live fish, please rush stickers on both sides with arrows pointing up, so that way people know what direction the box should be sitting and not like getting all thrown around and whatnot. It's a pretty heavy box, so that tells me that there's quite a bit of water in it. It's well taped. It even had instructions sitting in here with like what's inside the box and stuff like that. So if anyone during the transit process would be able to kind of see exactly what is in the box, to include it saying live fish on pretty much every single side. So I'm pretty impressed with the packaging so far. But let's go ahead and open it up and see if that packaging is just as good on the inside, because honestly, the outside doesn't matter too much. It's about the inside. It's about what's in the inside, the actual fish themselves. So all right, so it's taped on the inside as well with a bunch of styrofoam. So that's also a good thing, because that tells me that it's pretty heat absorbent. It's also got this, I don't even know what that is. It's not really like a packing material, but maybe it is. Some kind of a furniture material. I mean, I guess you could use this packing, and it might be some kind of like an insulation. That's interesting. I've never seen that before, but it's literally covered and along the outside of it. Let's see if I can get a better angle for you. Worst case, I'm just gonna pull all the fish out and get them on these paper or these towels here. Yeah, it looks like there's styrofoam all the way around, which is a good thing. And then there's just a lot of this insulation packing material stuff, which that's a good thing. It's keeping the heat. I can definitely feel the heat inside this box, and I'm assuming this is a heating pad because it's pretty warm. Let's actually take a look at that real fast. But I can definitely feel the heat in the box, so that's a good thing because these are, you know, tropical fish. Yep, that's our heat pack, so that's a good thing. I'm very impressed with that. We are in the spring months here in Alaska now, so it's like between 40 and 60 degrees pretty consistently, so that's still a little on the colder side, so I'm happy that they shipped these with a heating element inside. I need to get a bucket for all this stuff. Hold on. All right, so I am happy that they did this insulation heating method thing. However, the only thing I'm not happy with, which is a temporary fix, is just how messy it is. It's crumbling up. It's falling into tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces. It's kind of hard to scrape out by hand. I can see all the bags of fish underneath it all. It's kind of dusty and dirty, but I mean, it is warm in here, so that's a good thing. And looking at it now, it does look like everything is individually bagged. I'm just trying to scoop out most of this stuff, and then we'll get right into the unboxing. All right, so I got rid of most of it. There's still some I can get, but let's jump right into the actual fish themselves. So I'm gonna move the box back a bit. And of course, we got some of our handy dandy tank water. So there are 5 different color variants of guppies, show guppies that we bought that are in this bag, consisting of 3 males and 2 females of each color variety to kind of give us a starting breeding pair. So it looks like they're kind of just scattered throughout the box. So I'm gonna basically get all these guppies out and we'll open them up one color strain at a time. But whatever comes first is what will come first. So let's see what we got here. This is a black blue half moon guppy. Thankfully he came alive. It looks pretty much all black from this angle. So yeah, let's crack open these bags and get them into this tank water. Let me actually set the camera up a little bit better. I am also happy that they're coming individually bagged and in medicated water. That's a good thing. And here's one of the females of the blue-black half moon variant. You can't see it at all on the camera. So like I said, there's 3 females and there's 2 males of each kind. So as I'm taking each one out of their shipping box, I am kind of sorting it on the side here. So that way it'll make the rest of the unboxing a little bit easier once we get to that strain. But you just gotta bear with me, I apologize. All right, female number 2. Before I find that last female, you can kind of see in the box what it looks like. There's just individual bags and then just all of that insulation stuff everywhere. I'm gonna have to sweep up. So far, that's my only complaint with this company and their shipping process is all this insulation stuff, which again, it has its pros and cons. It's good that they put it in there because it did keep the box very warm, more than styrofoam did. Thankfully, there's styrofoam too, but I feel like other boxes that I've received that are just styrofoam, this one was significantly warmer, so I'm happy with that aspect, but man, it is messy. Okay, so let's get a little closer to these guys. All right, so like I said, this is our blue/black half moon guppies. So the way they were presented to me online, of course, female guppies, and this goes for every single strain, they're not going to be as colorful. All the color comes from the males, so you can easily identify which ones are males, which ones are females. There's also other factors. Females will be bigger. Females will have a more triangular dorsal fin versus the males will have a more, I mean, for lack of a better term, a penis-shaped male fin. Basically just a long stick, essentially, between their bottom fins there. So there's a lot of ways to identify if a guppy is male or female. These ones, the males don't quite look like the picture. Granted, they have been shipping and they have been stressed, so they might color up the way they're supposed to. But even if they don't color up the way they're supposed to, I think they still look pretty cool. The tails are a little bit frayed, but with a little bit of medication and proper tank care, those should heal up perfectly fine. But they're all alive and happy, and I can't wait to get them into the tank, start acclimating them, and give them a little bit of food. So, yeah, let's get these guys acclimating. Okay, so next on the list, looks like I have all 5 of these guys out and organized. I just have a pile organized by which species is what. There's still a couple more in the box, but I think I have all 5 of these, so let's go ahead and open these guys up because there's no real order. So this one is our full golds. So these guys should be completely yellow, or I guess rather golden would be the proper term because they are full gold. The females will, like I said, will lack a little bit of their color pigmentation just because of the nature that they are females, and they are just not nearly as colorful as their male counterparts. So the females will be more of like a whitish color, I guess. Still a little bit gold, but not nearly as much as the males. So this one's going to be really hard to see with almost the completely blue water. This water looks quite a bit more medicated. So let me dump some of this out and get a little bit more tank water in here. So that way it gets rid of a little bit of the blue, kind of starting the acclimation process, and then we'll take a good look at them. So that's a little bit of a change. Like I said, you can easily tell that the 2 males in there are more of a golden color and the females are lacking pretty much any kind of color at all. They're honestly more white than anything, the females are, but gold is kind of a hard color to get into a fish. So I'm assuming that just the stress of them traveling, getting them some high quality food, that'll make them all liven up a bit. These ones, just like the blue-black half moons, appear to have a little bit of frayed fins, but again, that's easily fixable. We can easily fix the frayed fins with a little bit of medication, proper tank maintenance, and some proper feeding. But these guys look good too, so let's get them acclimating and move on to the next one. Okay, so I'm just going to keep the camera like this for this one, because you don't need to see me opening all the packages. The next one we are going to be opening is the white ribbon guppy, or more specifically, the German white ribbon guppy. Heard good things about these. They look beautiful. They're not quite platinums, but they're cool in their own way. And actually, I'm a little surprised because I took all of the... Yeah, I got all the bags out of the box, and I have an extra bag. I should only have 25 bags, but I have 26 fish. So I was like, okay, where's the extra fish? Well, they gave us an extra white ribbon guppy. So there's going to be 6 of these guys, and it looks like they gave us an extra female, or at least that's what the... Whoop. Get out of there, guy. Or girl, rather. It looks like the packaging shows an extra female, so let's get them all out, and we'll see if we got indeed an extra female. Okay, so there are our German white ribbons. It does look like we got an extra female, so I'm very happy with the relitter for that, because we did order these fish like a month ago and they took forever to finally ship. So I'm happy that they compensated us somehow, whether it was on purpose or an accident. I don't know. But I'm happy we at least got one free fish out of it, one good looking, healthy, alive fish. And I am happy that it is a female, because if we would have gotten an extra male with any of the lines that we got, then it would be 3 males, 3 females, and the females would get bullied out. You always want to outnumber your females to males with more females than males. So that way, if a male is harassing one female to breed, he'll eventually leave her alone and go harass another one when she's not interested, instead of breeding her to death. So happy to have 4 females and 2 males with this one. It doesn't look like any of them are super pregnant. Of course, being guppies, they're going to always be pregnant, the females are, but it doesn't look like any of them are like ready to pop anytime soon. So yeah, we'll start acclimating and get these guys into the tank and move on to the next one. But these do look pretty. And once you get them on a black background or something, I'm sure the white will pop out. They're not really doing themselves justice right now, being the white ribbons that they are, with a styrofoam white background and blue water. So we'll be able to paint these guys a better picture a little bit later. All right, so moving on to fish number 4 is going to be a fish that unfortunately I didn't originally order. I actually ordered a full red albino guppy, which was basically just jet red. No albino features whatsoever other than the eyes. It was just a pure red guppy, and I thought it looked cool. But after waiting on them for about a month, they finally gave me a call and they said, hey, we have your order, we're ready to ship. The only thing we're missing are the full red albinos. Would you like to substitute that for something else? And in my head I said, well, I've already been waiting a month, so I want to get these fish. So yeah, I'll substitute it for something else. And this next one is what I substituted it for. So this fish is the Jumbo Dumbo Ear Red Tail. I know that's a lot of words, but it's essentially just a larger guppy in size. And the Dumbo ear part are the front fins. The front fins on these guppies, the ones that are labeled as Dumbos, are a lot larger, as you can see by those black fins right there that are moving around. So they're very cosmetically appealing fish, having those larger fins that they're always constantly moving around. So there is our Jumbo Dumbo Ear Red Tails. So just as the name explains, they do have red tails. Even the females have a little bit of a red tail, but not quite as red as the males. Again, females are just less colorful. And the females don't really portray that Dumbo ear feature. Everything that's featured on a guppy is basically all the male's doing. The male is the show off, essentially. So you can definitely tell that the Jumbo Dumbo ears are present on our 2 males here as well. So good looking fish. Again, not exactly what I ordered, but it was my runner up. So happy to have these as well. And it is a bit of a different color variant than the rest of the fish we have, since we have, you know, the full golds, the whites, the black blue half moons, these guys, and then our 5th and final guppy that we're going to be keeping. So cool. Let's get these guys over to the acclimation area and open up our 5th and final fish color. So this last one is the fish that kind of caught my interest in Thailand show guppies, or fancy show guppies, with specific strains. Because if you've been a subscriber for a long time, you would know that guppies were in our fish room previously. We had 1 adult tank and then 1 baby grow out tank. So anytime that the females had babies that we weren't able to catch in time and put her in a breeder box, that way she has babies in the breeder box. And if for whatever reason we didn't catch it and the babies were free swimming in the tank, we would just net them out and then put them in their own tanks. That way they don't get eaten. But they were just assorted guppies before. This time we wanted to have specific strains of guppies. So that way we know exactly what the babies are going to look like. It's not a mystery. I mean, it was fun to have a mystery. So we might put a couple, once we start breeding, we might put a couple things together into just an assorted guppy tank just because it's cool. But this one, you can't really tell on the female. So I'll keep talking until we get to the males. But yeah, we might do an assorted tank a little bit later. But for now, I specifically want to keep these 5 guppy strains separated so that way they only breed with each other. And we know exactly what the babies are going to look like. We can sell them for a little bit of a higher price because they are going to have that exact show quality that people are looking for. But without further ado, we're opening up a male right now. So what this one is this is, like I said, the one that introduced me into these Show Guppies, the one that caught my eye. This is the purple mosaic, or rather big-eared purple mosaic. So it's got those jumbo ears as well, and it should be more of like a purplish fish, obviously due to the name. I'm not really seeing so far the purple coloration. Let me get this one in. I can kind of see the purple coloration in the males. Not super present at the moment, but again, travel, stress, it's going to take a couple days for them to get used to their new environment, get a bite to eat of quality food, and start to color up. But you can already kind of tell that they're a little bit on the purple side. It's harder to tell with the blue water. So as we acclimate and get them out of this blue water slowly, hopefully they'll pop a little bit better. But yeah, I saw these guys online and I feel like I just had to have them because the stock photo of them just looked so pretty. So I'm hoping these guys will resemble something to the effect of that stock photo, but of course, no promises. So yeah, we'll get these guys acclimating as well. And what we'll do is we'll take a pause on the video and we'll spend the next couple hours acclimating these fish, and then we'll jump back in the video right to the introduction to the tank, just like our last unboxing video. So you don't have to see all of the acclimation process. You just get to enjoy the show. We'll get to that.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you're still here at this point in the video, it really helps the channel grow when you watch the videos in full length. If you've liked this unboxing, or you liked the last unboxing, or if you haven't seen the last unboxing, feel free to go into the channel and look at the last unboxing video that we just uploaded right next to this one. If you've liked what you've seen, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments, what you think about the guppies, what you think about the panda cories, the gold lasers, all that fun stuff. Let me know in the comments. I really want to know from you guys. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel go a long way. And we just hit 500 subscribers, so a massive thank you for all of you that made that possible. With these guppies, we should be pretty well stocked. There's only a few more fish that I want to get to stock the fish room, but we are still a little bit away from being able to get those. We still need to set up some larger tanks before we get our hands on those and start doing some research and actually buy them, because we don't want to buy them and not be ready for them. So there should be at least one more unboxing coming, specifically for those last couple species. But until then, I'm signing off. See you guys next time. Peace.